Pete here with PeteGustis.com. If you need buying or selling in Pennsylvania, I am a seller's representative specialist, a staging expert. Give me a call at 610-209-9219. If you saw my video, you can see how I handle multiple appointments, which can be very cumbersome, but of course you have to make it work for the sellers and the buyers and try to treat everyone fairly. But now that we have multiple appointments, what's next, of course, is multiple offers. What makes this challenging is the simple fact that when you have multiple offers, first of all, you have a responsibility to the seller to try to get them the most amount of money. I shouldn't say that. The best deal that they want to get. But most of the times, it's the seller wants the most amount of money in the quickest time possible with the least hassles. So usually that's what you're trying to provide. But what you do to be fair to all parties is make sure everyone has the same information. You try not to make sure anybody has an unfair advantage, and you make sure all your deadlines are known. So in a situation like I currently have, what you do is you advertise online the time that you'll be accepting offers and appointments to. That makes it fair for everyone. Everyone knows that on such and such a date, on such and such a time, all appointments and offers have to be in. Of course, sometimes people don't read that. You can't, personally deliver this to the thousands of realtors in the area. So doing your best, that's the one step. The second step is I email every single agent who set up a request already to let them know that we have multiple offers and we have set up a deadline. If they can't meet the deadline, there's nothing we can do about that. But keep in mind, you're trying to be fair to all parties by giving notice, emailing, and also by publicly putting in the MLS in the remarks and in agent remarks. And just so you're well aware, agent remarks show up only if you're a real estate agent logged into the system. Now, let's just imagine we're at the deadline. The deadline, let's just say it's 7 o'clock on Friday. We now have this sample. I just typed this up real quick, but this just gives you an idea of what I do to try to make it easy. The best thing to do is for the agent to actually review all the deals. If you want to look at every single deal, that's fine. But I feel if you did that and you were in a situation where you got 5, 6, 7 deals, it's going to take a very long time. So typically what I do is I have a little spreadsheet. I review all the deals, and then I either call my clients, meet with them. You can do a Zoom meeting, something similar to what we're doing now, where both you can review it on the computer and then make a decision on what deal you want to accept. So terms of the deal, when the offer came in, I usually put the month and the day. The agent, so keep in mind, if I put my own name here, Pete, that means I would be a dual agent. And the reason why I do that is to disclose to the seller that this is my client and the reason why I'm bringing the offer, so they know that this competing offer is by me. Technically, there could be an unfair advantage if I don't disclose that. The offer sale price, the deposit amount, the settlement date requested, so you would put that date in. Seller's assistance if they need it. So if they have any seller's assistance amount, I would put it in there. With the way the market is, seller's assistance is not typical. I'm not saying it doesn't ever get accepted. I'm just saying it's very difficult to get a deal accepted with seller's assistance. Any special clauses. So in a situation like this, special clauses could be something like, here's a sale price of $450,000, which was the full asking, and the buyer said they would go up to $469,000 in $1,000 increments, but they do want a appraisal contingency. So we have two special clauses there that could make a decision. I'll explain a little bit more there in a moment. Then we have inspections. So many people select no inspections, but you might have somebody who would want them. That could be important because of the simple fact that if you're a seller and many offers have no inspections and they're similar, and one wants a lot of inspections, that could affect closing. They could back out of the deal. or they could request a lot of repairs. Keep in mind, you do not have to do the repairs. You don't have to agree to it, but they could still request it and they could still decide if they want to back out. Then there's the type of loan, and the type of loan is important for the simple fact of this kind of shows the strength of a borrower. If people have an FHA loan, they're not really strong in this market because that means they're putting the minimal amount down to be able to purchase the property. If somebody has a conventional loan, that means they're putting more down, so they have a better chance of probably getting an approval. So if you have an 80% loan, 95% loan, it shows a little bit stronger. 97% conventional. So basically that goes to show you the types of loans. Now, the one thing I want to go over is the offer price and contingencies, because that can make a big difference on the sale price. So we have an offer here of $59,000, which is great. $10,000 down, 3% assistance. The bad thing about this offer is the fact that the 3% assistance minuses 3% from the sale price because they're asking for assistance. And here is so more than likely this would not be an offer you would choose. But if you wanted to choose it, the real estate agent's not allowed to tell you no. In this scenario, we have an offer that's $450,000, $25,000 down, and they have a contingency for $469,000 at $1,000 increments. That means if someone goes to $451,000, they will increase their offer to $452,000 automatically. They also want an appraisal contingency just in case the offer goes up too high and the property may not appraise. So that would be two contingencies there. Now we have an offer of $420,000. $10,000 down. May not want to take that deal, but keep in mind you would get a lower net for some reason. If you decided, you could legally do that. Now here's an offer of $470,000. Sounds better, but keep in mind they do have a 3% seller's assistance. So if they needed closing cost assistance, or they were requesting it for some reason, they basically would net you a lower amount because this is $169,000. So you got to keep that in mind. So one thing here is they have an 80% loan and they're asking for assistance. The one thing that you could also request if you're negotiating, you could ask them to remove the 3%. Maybe they have the money. So it's not illegal to have a conversation and talk to someone about their offer, which your listing agent can do on your behalf. In Pennsylvania, it's different. If you watch TV shows, they actually negotiate directly. In Pennsylvania, the real estate agent typically negotiates without the seller there often. I don't 100% agree with that, but that's how it is. So here's the offer: $56,000, $25,000 down, appraisal contingency, inspections, 95% conventional. I wouldn't say it's a terrible offer, but keep in mind we do have a contingency here to go to $469,000. And here is $450,000, $5,000 down, and appraisal or a contingency for the appraisal, and $165,000. So of course, with this offer, the dual agency offer I have at $469,000 would beat that by $1,000. So the offer would be $466,000. Technically could be the highest offer. And if you're looking at this, of course, at $470,000, it would be a lower offer because of the 3% assistance. Technically, you can ask them to negotiate that. So I just want to keep that in mind. Now you have an offer of $450,000, $5,000 down, no contingencies, conventional loan. Not bad. It's full price, but we do have offers higher. And then we have $451,000, $10,000 down, 97% conventional. And $452,000, $590,000, $10,000 down, FHA. Not really a great offer compared to the other ones we have. So when we're looking at all these deals, your highest net would be this offer, which would be $466,000 with an appraisal contingency. So I want to just keep that is probably the best way to review offers and get it done quickly. If you're a busy person, you probably don't want somebody sitting down with you with stacks of paperwork, flipping through all the pages while you're there. And by the time you go over everything, you're not sure which offer is which, and maybe they don't either. So that's what I do to make it easy. Sometimes I just go over this by the phone. Sometimes printing a copy and emailing it to them is fine. And sometimes I do it in person. But then after we select the loan, or I should say the offer, or negotiate the offer, then it's easy to go back to DocuSign and email the offer over. Or if we have a printer available, if we're at an office, we can print it, sign it, get it back to the agent, and then start the next part of the sales process, going towards closing. So this is Pete, Gustis, real estate agent, giving you tips on how to negotiate multiple offers. Give me a call if you need help selling. We have 6 offices in the Southeast region of Bucks County, Chester County, Montgomery County, Delaware County, Berks County. So I service all of Southeastern Pennsylvania pretty much. 610-209-9219. That's 610-209-9219. Look forward to hearing from you soon.